Hey, what's up everyone, Andy here from Krusty Plug, and thank you so much for joining me for today's video. And in today's video I would like to share with you all my very latest Nintendo DS pickups. I have managed to get some stuff out of charity shops over the kind of last couple of weeks, and have managed to also secure a couple Facebook marketplace trades as well. So nothing major, so don't get kind of excited. Nothing super rare, a lot of stuff actually very common and inexpensive, but nonetheless everything I will be showing you today I haven't had in my collection, so everything that I'm showing today is going to be added to my collection, so I'm kind of excited that I am, you know, ultimately populating my Nintendo DS collection. And because I'm kind of completionist, so to speak, if I don't have a particular game in my collection and if I see it and if it's, you know, cheap enough, if it's a good deal, I will buy. Whether I want to play it or not, I will buy it and I will add it to my collection, so that's how I roll. But anyhow guys, let's just jump in, and I will go through some stuff I have managed to amass here. Alright, let's start with this little pile, so I'll grab the whole pile. This is a charity shop extravaganza special. I think I have taken a few games out of this pile because I already had them in my collection, so they're going to be traded for something else. But these, how many here I have? 7 games I don't have in my collection, or didn't have in my collection, so they are getting added to my Nintendo collection, which I don't know, you can see just above my head there. So okay, let's go through it. So first of all, well, all these games I think were completed, but I'll complete with manuals, so but I'll quickly double check as we go through. And for these games here, for the next 7 games, I paid £1 for each of these games. So yep, so let's start with this one. So first of all, we got here Kate West, The Vanishing Files. So this is kind of like, I believe, hidden object game. So here we go. So that is the first one that I got. Then we got here Maze Mysteries, The Secret of Dragonville. So these are sort of like, it says on a box, it's puzzles and minigames, so I'm not really sure what's this all about, but nonetheless I might actually check this out. It looks kind of fairly interesting. So this is complete with manual as well. So once again I paid £1 for these, for each. So that is the second one. The third one is Murder in Venice, and this is, I believe, Australian release, but of course because the Nintendo DS games, as long as they are played in the original hardware, are kind of region free. So here we go, this is complete again. So Murder in Venice. So, and this is, I believe, again like a hidden object game, some puzzles, hidden objects, something like that. So okay, then we have here Chronicles of a Mystery, Curse of the Ancient Temple. So again, some like puzzles, riddles, and this is complete again with manual. So that was the other £1 special. Then we're moving on to Samantha Swift and the Hidden Roses of Athena. This is, I believe, US American release, but again, you know, it can be played on the UK Nintendo DS. And this is, what is it again, like hidden object or something? I think it's like a hidden object game, hidden objects and puzzle solving adventure. Yep. So, and this is complete once again. So here we go, this is a US release that found its way over to UK, so didn't have that one. Now this one here I actually do have in my collection, but it's UK release, and this is Australian release, and it comes in different case, and ultimately I think the artwork is slightly different as well. And I'm kind of sucker for these different artworks, so if I pick up a game from different region or different artwork or different kind of release, I tend to actually keep them despite the fact that I already had that game. Because for me, as exciting it is to collect the games, I'm actually really excited to have these different artworks, because ultimately, you know, for me, and I think there's for some other people it's the same, when you actually pick that game up and you see the artwork, obviously it's kind of history of that game, and you know, the artwork is quite nice part of it, not just actual game. So yeah, I like to keep separate or different artworks as well, or the variants of the game's different artwork. So here we go. This is again complete, and it is Australian release of Crime Lab Body of Evidence. So I believe this is again a hidden object game. So it feels to me that these all came from one specific charity shop, one haul. So I'm guessing somebody who was a really big fan of hidden object games and kind of puzzle games, handed in their little DS collection into charity shop, and obviously they sold them on, so when I managed to pick them up. And the last in this little pile here was Midnight Mysteries, the Edgar Allan is it the Edgar Allan Poe Conspiracy. So again, this is, I believe, a hidden object game, and it is once more complete with card and the manual and other booklets. Okay, so that was my kind of one haul. There was actually a few more games in that pile. I think there were 7 there, and I might have another couple, 2 or 3. So it was about 9 or 10 games I picked up, but I extracted and put aside a few because I already had them in my collection. So it was kind of no point showing them to you. Then I picked up this one here in one of the charity shops. I believe that was the day it was pretty slow going, and I seen this and I didn't have it. It wasn't a particularly great deal, because I think it was £3 I paid for this, so which is a little bit hefty for charity shops. But nonetheless, it was worth paying, because the game I think retails for a fair bit more than that. And seeing as I didn't have it in my collection, I decided to pick it up, and it's again complete, and it is How to Train Your Dragon. Unfortunately, the case is not in the kind of the best condition. It's not bad. There's a little. It feels a little bit tired. Got some wear on it, and there's a couple dings and scuffs on it, but it's not too bad for what it is. So I decided still to pick it up. So How to Train Your Dragon. I absolutely love the films. Having said that, the third one I was not so ecstatic about, so I really love the first and second film. The third one was, I think, a little bit step back in kind of the quality story wise, but nonetheless I love the series. I love the films. So and I have never ever played a game, so definitely want to check this out at some point. Now then, this little pile also came out of one specific charity shop. I did pick up some other games as part of that deal, but I'll show the rest of the games in other videos, because it was for different platforms. But in this video I'm just going to show another four DS games I picked up. So excuse me, again, nothing too major, quite kind of generic titles. But as I said earlier on, if I don't have them in my collection, I do want to pick them up. And I paid 99 pence for each of these ones, so it was 99 pence per game. And first of all we got, and I think these were all complete as well, so definitely this is complete, and it's James Patterson Women's Murder Club, Games of Passion. I'm not really sure what is this. Is like hidden object game or something. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but nonetheless, so this was the first DS game I picked up in that specific charity shop. Then the second one, which is also complete, is I'm not sure what was be the title. On the spine it says Flips Cassidy 6 books. So I think it's like 6 interactive books inside. You can read and ultimately interact with them. So anyway, I didn't have this in my collection. Not sure really about the quality of this, but it's obviously some kiddies stuff more or less. But yeah, didn't have this, so why not? 99 pence. I thought I might as well pick it up. Then picked up this one here, which is complete as well, and it is Touchmaster 3. So these are like different kind of games, like card games and puzzle games. So I didn't have this in my collection, so thought for 99 pence I might as well. And then picked up Telly Addict with Noel Edmonds. It's based on, I believe, a TV show which was running a while back. I'm not entirely sure on the years the TV show was running, but it's like some sort of like a game or something, was TV game. But yeah, so that was 99 pence as well, so I didn't have it, so I thought I might as well add it to my collection. Now, the next little pile here, how many games I got here? 6 games. I managed to pick up a trade from, locally from a lady. She was selling this, a little bundle of DS games on Facebook Marketplace, and she wanted £5 for it, so I thought, well, for £5, why not? And actually I looked up kind of the retail value of these games, and these games altogether, the 6 games which I am about to show to you, retail somewhere in the region £25–26, so I picked them up for a £5, so I thought that was a pretty decent deal, so I cannot really argue about that. So first of all, again, these all are complete with manuals, and which is always nice. And the first game is Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. So I think this is one of the better ones in the bundle. So we got that one there. Then we got Polly Pets, My Pet Hotel. So Ubisoft title. So not really sure about this, but nonetheless it's going into my collection. Then we got My Sims Agents. I never really played much of Sims games, but I wouldn't mind checking this out to see how it plays on the DS. So that was the third game. The fourth game is Pokemon Link. I'm not entirely sure about all the intricacies of this one, but nonetheless, Pokemon Link. So I didn't have this one in my collection, so that goes into my collection as well. By the way, these are a pretty nice condition, pretty clean. I think clean them up a little bit, kind of just to wipe them off, but generally, you know, the cases are really good condition, and they all complete, so yeah, I was pretty pleased with that. Then we got here Imagine Detective Adventures. I got another Imagine game. I can't remember what it's called, but I know that I do have Imagine game in my collection already. So here we go. I think it's a fairly cheap title anyway, but it was part of the deal. And then we got Disney's Pixar Cars. So love the film, especially the original, the first Cars. So wouldn't mind checking this out as well to see what is it all about. Then let me show you this one here. I did last week, Thursday I think it was, I traveled a little bit to pick up, well, to raid some charity shops and to pick up also a Nintendo Wii bundle kind of deal. And done the deal with Wii, and before I kind of was leaving the guy I went to visit, I asked him if he's got anything else for sale, and he says, oh yeah, give me 2 secs, I'll go and show you something what else I got. And he comes back with a pile of loose, pretty much, well there's one boxed as well, but with a pile of loose Nintendo DS game cartridges, and there was also 2 3DS games included. I'm actually never counted. Give me 2 seconds, guys. How many games did I get here? There's 5 there. Oh, so it went 5, another 5, so that's 10 DS games. So I'm just 10, another 4. So there was 15 DS games and 2 3DS games. So yeah, so I decided, kind of, I normally don't buy loose cartridges. I like my games to be complete in the box. I might sorry, get my teeth back in. I might make an exception if the game is not complete with the manual. I might still buy it in that case, but if it's normally loose cartridges, I'm not kind of interested. But I said to the guy, so what do you want for these? And he said, well, make me kind of an offer. And I was kind of standing there thinking, what would be the best. And funnily enough, I thought, I'll offer him a tenner. But before I made an offer, he actually brought up the price himself. And he said, well, what would you say if I asked for £10? And I said, well, listen, that was the number I had in my mind. Yeah. I'll take it for £10. So I decided to buy these. So I got 15 DS games, 1 is boxed, and 2 3DS games. So 3DS games are kind of like imposters in this video because I'm kind of doing just a Nintendo DS update. But nonetheless, I'm going to show you these 2 games as well, just kind of to get them out of the way. So the first 3DS game is Skylanders Swap Force. So there's a little cart, so I don't know how well the camera will be picking it up. And the second one is Monster High 13 Wishes. Again, I'm not sure how good the camera will pick this up, but hopefully you will see them. And then the loose games I have here, most of them are in good condition. There's a couple that are a little bit scruffy, but it is what it is. Actually, what I did, sorry guys, just to kind of digress a little bit, I looked up kind of retail value of these games. Well, of course, the boxed retail value, and these games would retail roughly in the region about £70 to £75 if they were all complete and in a box. So I think, for £10, even without the boxes, I think that was pretty good deal, and ultimately I will have some maybe spare cards, or I can trade them, or yeah, just keep some for my own pleasure and play some in the meantime until I get the complete copies. But yeah, so for 10 quid I think it was actually ended up being not too bad deal. So let's rattle through these ones. So I got Lego Harry Potter Years 1 to 4. Again, I'm not sure how well camera will be picking these up. So I just need to pile them somewhere on the side. Then we got WarioWare Touched. Okay, this is the one that's kind of got some moisture damage or something, so it's kind of a little bit washed out. But the guy said, I never obviously tested them, but the guy said they all worked, he had tested them. The Sims 2 Pets. I think I might have this one. Let's see if I can eyeball it. Where is it? I cannot see it, but yeah, Pets. I got actually this one already, the Sims 2 Pets. I got the complete edition in the box, so that's all good. Touch Masters 3. So you just seen a few minutes ago I picked up a complete copy from Charity Shop, so it's all good. Transformers Dark of the Moon Autobots. Okay, then we got Brain Training. I already got this in my collection. My Health Coach Weight Management. I think I might have this already. Then we got, this is kind of a good one to pick up. Shame it's not complete. Mario, is it Mario plus Luigi or Mario and Luigi? Bowser's Inside Story. Then we got Garfield's Nightmare. Horrid Henry. I think I picked this up on a V from a charity shop a while ago. Deal or No Deal. I think I got this already. Barbie Fashion Show, An Eye for Style. And the last loose copy was Tetris DS. I do have a Tetris for DS. I'm not sure if it's exactly this one. Let's see if I can spy it quickly. What is it? Tetris? No, it's this Tetris Party I think I got, so it might be a different game. And then also I got a complete copy, I believe. Let me just double check. Yeah, manual is there. So I got another copy, but this is complete. Copy of Brain Training, and I do have this in my collection already, but this is, excuse me, this is kind of like a slim case, so I'm not sure. It's got the green color on the spine, the triangle, so that indicates to me that it is a UK release, but I'm not sure why it's in this black slim case, because the other one is in the kind of standard clear DS case, so I'm not sure, but because it's kind of different case, I'm keeping this as a different variant. And then the Pièce de Résistance, I picked up another DS bundle kind of deal from Facebook Marketplace. And it was 4 games on a white Nintendo DS Lite, and absolutely delighted about this deal. So let's start with the console. So it came with charger, and I tested. The charger is working, it's all good, and the console itself is all complete with stylus, all the covers, and most importantly, the screens are pretty much mint. There's maybe a couple very faint light kind of hairline marks on it, and obviously it can be expected from handheld console, but technically if you don't really look in a certain light, you cannot see any marks on the screen, so it's pretty much, as far as I'm concerned, it's pretty much mint. The console itself is as well in rather clean condition. There's hardly any grime on it, so I haven't really polished it up, I haven't really cleaned it, but I will go over it a little bit just to clean it up a little bit, just to wipe it down. But ultimately very pleased with this one. So I didn't have the DS Lite in my collection. Of course I would have preferred it to be boxed, but the lady didn't have a box, so nonetheless I picked this up, and it's overall extremely good quality or condition. And I paid £30 for this bundle, so for the DS and 4 games. And the 4 games I got, I think, yeah, 2 games I had in my collection and 2 games I didn't have. So let's start with the ones I didn't have, and the first one is Crash Mind Over Mutants. Didn't have this in my collection, so pretty chuffed to pick it up. I do like Crash games. I have never played this one, so definitely want to check this one out. And it is complete. So yeah, so very pleased to get my hands on that one. And then I actually assumed that I had this in my collection, but it transpired I actually don't. So very pleased to add this to my collection, and it is Mario Kart DS. Really nice and clean copy, and once again this is complete, so super excited about that one as well. And then these 2 games I did actually have in my collection, so these are going to be traded for something else, so I'm going to flip these. And first one is Professor Layton and Pandora's Box. So I do have this already. I I'm trying to remember whether I played this or not. I played 1 or 2 games and I really enjoyed them. I can't remember which games I did play in series, but good games. Professor Layton, I quite like them. So I did have that one, and then I already had this one as well, which is New Super Mario Bros. So fantastic Mario game. Of course it's Mario, but on a handheld, on a DS, and this is absolutely, I would say, must have for any DS collector. It is absolutely fantastic game, but I did have it already, so yeah, that's another kind of spare game I can trade, and I think this goes for a little bit money as well, so I probably will be able to get a little bit back on this trade. I think once I trade these 2 games, I think I might be able to get in the region of about 10 to 15 pounds, so ultimately then that would bring this deal down actually to about 15 to 20 pounds, which would be absolutely amazing, because I think the DS on its own, I think it sells around 30 pounds. So yeah, very, very pleased with this pickup, and the condition of these games and the handheld was amazing. So yeah, was really pleased that that I managed to get my hands on this. So that's it, guys. So that is my latest Nintendo DS pickups. So there's more pickups to show you from different platforms, different consoles, but that was kind of almost, apart from the 2 3DS games, it was almost a Nintendo DS exclusive pickups video. So nothing major, as I said, you know, a few kind of decent games, but most of them are pretty generic. But nonetheless, you know, I didn't have these in my collection, so adding them to my collection, as I said earlier on, so very pleased to grow my Nintendo DS collection. And once again, guys, thank you very much for joining me for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider doing so. And of course, if you have anything to say, whatever it may be, please drop me that comment down below. And I shall see you in the next one. Take it easy.